shit crack.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be giving my interpretation of Jupiter and Cancer, and I think I'm going to try to finish a few more. I have some already lined up, so it's just getting the videos out there. This Mars square Neptune has been tough for me as a Gemini. Okay. I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. But I'm trying to get my life together, you guys. So I hopefully should have them all out, or at least the entire Jupiter series done by the end of this week. Any other updates? I'm working on the Aries new moon. Definitely gonna do horoscopes for that as well. And um, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's lots more to talk about, but that's about as far as my brain's got. So before I just start rambling on, okay, let me jump right in. So, this placement is for you if you have Jupiter in Cancer in your natal chart. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, believe it or not. Jupiter rules expansion, optimism, upbeat, friendly, lucky abundance, energy, it's knowledge, wisdom. Um, Marriage, in-laws, long distance travel, anything outside of the country. So we're talking about borders here and culture, um, foreigners, and anything to do with foreigners coming into the country. They rule all of that. Jupiter rules all of that energy. Morals, ethics, beliefs, philosophies, religion, spirituality, broadcasting. So public speaking, websites, marketing, anything that's about getting a message out there to the masses, publishing, universal law, um, your world view. And I feel like I did say education, but if not, it's education, but higher education. These are like your universities, gurus, um, and things of that nature. And it also is the ruler of the ninth house, and it is the ancient ruler to Pisces. So a lot of Piscean themes also is played out whenever we're talking about Jupiter, and that's something you just got to keep in the back of your mind. Pisces is about compassion, faith, faith-based practices, retreats, or retreating. So going inward, relaxing, anything that has to do with doing anything behind the scenes or what you do in your own private space and private time, anything you do before you go to bed, um, bed pleasures, addictions, lack of clarity and direction, self-sabotage on the lower vibration, and anything health related. So keeping those things in mind is very important when you're considering this Jupiter in general. And what is the moon? The moon is the ruler of the fourth house. It rules Cancer. And this is your generational wealth, security, financial security, emotional security, actual security, like locks and bolts, or security officers, believe it or not. These are all ruled by the moon. It's your thoughts, your thought process, your heart space, and the things that you want on a deeper internal level that is only can be expressed or felt from an internal space, your feelings, your emotions, and how you act on them would be whatever your Mars is, right? So these are just the thoughts and feelings, that deep thoughts and feelings that you have. Your mother, your mother's teachings, children, home, family roots, bloodline, generational curses, and anything else, generational wealth, and the things that you pass down from generation to generation. Property, land, nourishment, your homeland, right? Because if you think about moon, it takes place during Cancer season, and Cancer season is always correlated with the 4th of July. So we're talking about your homeland and where you're from, your parents, the past, reflecting. Um, yeah. And so when you put these two together, these people are compassionate teachers, gurus, parents, mothers. They love children. Um, they want to change and uplift society for the better. This person is going to love learning. I feel like they also love studying children as well, and that's another form of learning. So these can be like psychologists and researchers and things of that nature as well. Um, this can have these people can experience things, everything that they do in life on time, like getting married, having children, your success, your career, um, but not so much abundance or wealth. I feel like I've talked about this, talking about Jupiter before. Everybody thinks that Jupiter is, because Jupiter rules abundance, that it is wealth. And for the most part it is, but only when it's in, I believe it's the second, eighth, and then in the 10th. Don't quote me on that. Um, but bottom line is, it's only specific houses. It's not every house that Jupiter is in that it's wealth. And even if it is, it still doesn't equate to wealth. It could be a wealth of whatever that house encompasses, right? And so because we're talking about Jupiter and Cancer, this can just be somebody who has a wealth of happiness for children, for education, and all Cancer rules themes, okay? And so that's just something to keep in mind. These people want to save the economy, their wealth, loves children, will take in other children and treat them as if they're their own. Um, you have guides, or you become guides. Um, I don't know why, when I thought about this placement, I thought about the process that it takes to become a doctor. I don't know the language or the lingo to it, but I always think about the nurturing process that it takes to become a doctor. Like, even after you get your degree, you have to do hours and hours and hours working underneath a doctor before you come on your own. It is a, like, probably a long span of time. It's definitely Jupiterian, no matter how you chop it up, but not necessarily Cancer. But I feel like that is the nurturing of, or the precipice of what it means to like pass something down from generation to generation, or a skill down, or even just being a really good teacher, in a sense that you have to have that kind of nurturance to sit underneath somebody and to learn under them with that kind of guidance and care is a wealth of anything, knowledge to help you make sure that you're becoming the best parts of yourself. Um, um, and they can be too loving and too nurturing, too overprotective and too emotional. But, those are the lower expressions because Jupiter expands everything that it touches, and that's when it kind of becomes or can look crazy. I think of the when I think of this energy in any other shape or form, it's Leo because Leo is such a big energy. They love so hard. Um, it can come off as too much or overwhelmingly, like somebody who is super passionate about sports, which by the way, this can definitely have a lot to do with sports. I don't know if most people know, not just Jupiter alone rules sports, but cancers are very relative to sports, believe it or not. And I don't know why I find that so interesting, but these people tend to have a lot to do with sports. Um Um, these people can be really love giving, charity, or volunteering, good spiritual teachers, might have a big family, big house, travel a lot, or have homes in like different cities. They can be spoiled, kids that can be spoiled, not always, but it could come up in some ways. These people on the higher expression are very emotionally intelligent, good cooks and or real estate agents, and very much homebodies. I think the message here for these guys is that not everybody deserves your nurturing energy, and you have to learn how to hold some of those things to yourself or have balance or boundaries. And sometimes you can hold on to tradition or culture that don't serve you or emotionally hurt you, or hold on to emotional pain that hurt you, like emotional baggage, the past. Good Lord. Um, I said sports, they could be good bakers and tend to never leave the nest. So again, people who I don't know why I just thought a baby boy. You know how his mom had to kick him out the house? It's like, you gotta go, you gotta get out there and learn for yourself. These people might have a really hard time with doing that, but yeah. So, as usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.